Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Foles' Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's Bell. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Aguilar in motion left. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And the hole closes quickly. That's maybe a couple up to the 38. On second down, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the wideout in motion. Wentz going to give this one to Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Being chased out left. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll go again with Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He completes it to Bryant. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Sproles, the return. Time. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Jeffrey will go in motion right. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to get...
LeGarrette Blount, touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, 51 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They get 39 yards out of that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On third down, here's Bell, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought